Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for November 9th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, this four we already have all the fours in the band. Vertically, I'm not seeing, I guess I'm seeing these fours look in, but that has nothing to do with this four. We can put a four in one of these too while we're here. All right, let's move on to this box here. We have 2, 4, and 6, again with fours. We have a 4 in one of these two vertically. So we do want to ask the question, where's 4 go in this row? Because this is a scanning trigger. Like there are certain follow-up triggers that you learn in your head. And one that I highly recommend is if you corner mark 2 in a box and it's not 3 because there's a given sitting in the third spot, take a look at the row that given is in. Or if it's the other way, it's the column, but you know what I mean. So take a look at this row and ask, where does that digit go in the row? Because we already know it's not in the box. And if we look, that it's not placed in the row yet. It's not this 1, 3, or 9. And then we can just look up and see this 4 looks down and this 4 looks down. So there is actually only one place in this whole row a 4 can go, which is right here. So we can place the 4 for the row. And then now the 4 in this box is one of these two, and the 4 in this box is placed. So I believe we've placed every 4 except for the 2 that go in this rectangle, either like this or like that. Very nice. All right, so we don't have to worry too much about 4s anymore. The 6s look in here. We have 4 6s looking into the box. Anytime you have 4 of a digit looking into the box, you can place that digit. But there's usually not too much follow-up unless it occupied a spot that was important, which in this case I don't think it did. So that was the 6. Did we do the 2? I think I just didn't see anything with 2. Okay, 2, 4, 6. Vertically, 6 is in one of these two, which we do want to mark. All right. With this, what I'm on the lookout for is there another digit that could join these 3 that isn't in these 3 cells? If so, then we have a hidden triple. I don't see any opportunity for that, though, so we'll just move on. All right, so that was this box. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can see here. All right, this box here, we've got the 3, 4, 6, 7, or sorry, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, so one at a time. The 3s, put a 3 in one of these 3. The 4s we took care of. The 6, 6 is in one of these 2. And again, we want to ask the question, is there another digit that's limited to these 3? What we can ask is, what are the other 3 digits, in fact, besides 4 and 6? So we need a 2, 5, and 8. So I don't see anything for 2s. The 8 is not here, but that's not quite good enough. All right. So this isn't the 4 givens. It's not the 4, 6, and it's also not the 8. So it's quite limited. It's not 1. It could be 2. It's not 3, 4. It could be 5. It's not 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's down to 2, 5 only. But let's come back up. We were looking at the 6, I believe. And I still don't see anything more to do with 6. All right, we have the 7. We do have 2 7s. Puts a 7 in one of these 2. Unfortunately, 7 can be in 3 places in this row. I'm not going to mention every time I do that scan, but that should be a trigger you have, and I'll mention it when it's helpful. We need the 8. So that tells me 8's in one of these 2. So this cell here is quite limited. In fact, the entire column is limited. There's only 4 digits left. So let's just think about the 4 digits. We need a 2, 5, 6, 9. So this isn't 6, so it's 2, 5, 9. This can't be 9, so it's 2, 5, 6. And both of these can't be 9. In fact, where's the 9 go? Not here and not here. Right, I would have seen these 9s eventually, but here, we place the 9. And then this is down to 2, 5, 6. All right. Did placing this 9, is there a follow-up? Not that I see. The best is this, which is horrible. All right, 3 digits left in this box. We need the 1, 2, and 5. Bottom one's not a 2. The left one's not a 1. All right, so the 1's one of these 2. We already have both 1s down here. Okay. Is there anything else in this top band before I move on? 4, 6, 3. Okay, I don't see anything else to do in this band, so let's move on. We've got the 6 and the 8. So the 2 8s we already got. The 6, I don't think there's anything with 6. All right. Be nice if there was, but I don't see it. The best thing I see is 6 is in one of these two, which maybe we can keep in mind. All right, we have this 4 and this 8. Actually, is there anything else? No, I really don't see anything else. All right, we have this 4 and this 8. Again, the 4s are taken care of. The 8, basically taken care of. We want to look in this column for anything looking through this 4, 8. It's just the 7, and we do not have a 7 helping out over here. So unfortunately, it's not helpful. All right. 1, 4, and 9 here. We got the 1 already. We got the 9 already. This is when we would have gotten them if we hadn't paid more attention earlier. I'm not seeing anything else to do. Yeah. I'm seeing this column is down to 4 digits. It's the 2, 5, 7, 8. So this isn't the 7, so it's 2, 5, 8. This can't be 8, so it's 2, 5, 7. And this can be any of 2, 5, 7, 8. All right. Not amazing. Let's do this final band here. We've got the 1, 6, and 9. 4s are taken care of. I see these 9s looking in. It's a 9 somewhere in here, one of these 3. Do we have anything looking into here that's helpful? Unfortunately, up here, we just have 4, 6, and 8, and the 8's in an unfortunate spot. What about 8 in the row, actually? Not so unfortunate. This 8 sees down, this 8 sees down, and this 8 sees down. So 8 in this row goes here. And I should look at this row because it's 3 digits left, 2, 5, 6. So this is 2, 5. This is 5, 6. It can't be 2. All right. So I got this 8. Let's follow up. 8's in one of these two. Is there anything else here? Okay, I didn't see these 7s. So 7's in one of these two. All right. The 3 joins the 7. That's quite nice. What do I mean by that? Well, look how we've corner marked. We have these in these 2 cells and only these 2 cells in the box. We've got the 3 and the 7 corner marked. So that's telling us that one of these needs to be 3 and the other is 7. That's a hidden pair. So that eliminates anything else we thought could be in there. And so the easiest way in this case to determine what those digits are just to see what the 3 digits are that remain in the box and pencil them. So we need a 2, 5, and 8. So we know the 8 is down here now. That's going to point. So this cannot be an 8. And these aren't 8, and this 8 looks down. So that places the 8, which then places our 4, which then places our 6, leaving a 2, 5 pair behind. That is not a 6. That's not an 8, so that places the 8, which places the 7. We have a 2, 5 pair there as well. Here, we finish the row with the 5 and the 2. So these are not 2s, making it a 5, 8 pair. 5, 8 pair tells me that's not a 5, so that's 2 and that's 5. We finish the row with a 6. We get our 4 in the box. All right, up here we get our 5, 1, and 2. Here's a 2. All right, so that looked like an extremely important deduction. We need a 3, 5, 6 here. Top one's not 6. This is a pair, and we know 9's one of them. The other one's a 2, and this 2 looks down. So that's 9, that's 2. Alrighty, how about this column? We need a 1, 3, 5, 7. This can't be 5 or 7, so it's 1, 3. This can't be 1, so it's 3, 5, 7. This can't be 1 or 7, so it's 3, 5. All right, we just got a bunch of digits. Let's see what we can follow up on. The 6s, place a 6 here. So that's not a 6. That places the 6 here. The 6s are done. All right, this 7 looks up, this 7 looks in. That's actually been there from the start. Puts a 7 in one of these two. So I missed looking for crossings on the 2, 6. 7 points in, that 7 looks in. 7's one of these 3. I don't know how important that was to have found early. This row, we need a 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is 3, 5, 9. These are any of them. There must be very low-hanging fruit that I'm missing here. I'd like to scan the digits we placed to see if there's any obvious follow-ups, but I'm actually not seeing a whole lot. So 6s and 4s are done completely. We don't need to scan those. How about just this column, which is down to 2? We need a 3 and a 7. This top one can't be 3, so that's 7, that's 3. Giving us the 5 and 3 here. Now let's follow up on that. These 3s look in, putting a 3 down here somewhere. The 5 does not appear super useful. All right, 4, 6 are done. I think I just have to keep penciling. How about this row? We haven't looked at it. We need a 1, 2, 7, 9. So this is 2, 7, 9. This is 1, 7 only. So he's 2, 9. 1, 2, 7, 9. So this is 1, 2, 9. And this is 1, 7, 9. Not super exciting. How about this triple then? We need a 1, 5, 7. So this is 1, 5. I'll just write 1, 5, 7 out. There's got to be something that I'm missing that's already penciled. I guess not. How about this row? We're down to 2, 3, 5, 9. 2, 3, 5, 9. This isn't 3, so it's 2, 5, 9. Not seeing it. This column is 1, 5, 7, 9. This can't be 5, 7, or 9. So this is a naked 1. It can only be a 1. And then this is down to 5, 9, because it can't be 7. That means the 7's here. This 1 gives us the 3, which gives us 5, which gives us 7 and 1. Very nice. That's our 7. 5 and 1 is resolved. This 9 and 7's resolved. Okay. No 7 there, no 9 there, no 1, no 5. All right, down here we get our 3 and 7, which gives us our 3 here. This is 2 or 9. 3, 5, 8. Top one's not 3 or 5, so that's our 8. And then this can't be 3, so that's 5 and that's 3. This row we need a 2. That gives us the 9 and the 2 and the 9 and the 2. And then we do need a 1 in this box, which should be placed. And then we need a 9 that should be placed. And then we got the 5 and the 8. That's 8. Oops, whoopsie. That's 5. That's 8. That's 5. And we're done. All right. Cool. There was some deduction that, again, I don't remember exactly what the tipping point was, but it just collapsed the whole puzzle. And then it slowed down a little bit because I just had to find some naked singles, I think. But anyway, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.